You really can't manage what you can't measure. And when it comes to growing your business, user engagement isn't just another KPI. It is the KPI of all KPI. Because engagement tells you if people are just passing through or if they're sticking around, getting value, and coming back for more. Today we're breaking down the most critical user engagement metrics, the ones that actually move the needle, and how to use them to drive meaningful, measurable growth. My name is Yann Bakebongo, and over the years I've helped businesses grow by not just acquiring users, but keeping them engaged. And because in 2025, retention isn't just a performance metric, it's a growth strategy. Let's get into the 8 engagement metrics you need to be tracking right now. And number 1 is active users, which is the pulse of your product. It starts here. Your daily, weekly, and monthly active users tell you if people are consistently using your product or if they're just bouncing after day one. And the reason why it matters is that if your daily active user is rising, but your monthly active user is flat, your core users are becoming more engaged. And that's a healthy signal. However, if your monthly active user is rising, but your daily active user is stagnant, you are acquiring new users, but they're not sticking. And that's a red flag. Here's a quick analogy. Think of your products like a gym. You don't just want members. You want people showing up consistently. The second most important one is session duration. How long are they staying for? This specific metric helps answer the question about your users not just checking in. Are they just checking in? Or are they truly engaged? If someone spends 5 minutes on your app versus 30 seconds, that's a strong signal that they're finding value. But if they're lingering too long and not taking action, it could potentially mean that they're confused or you have poor user experience. What you need to keep in mind is it's not about how long they stay. It's about what they do while they're still there. And the third one is retention and churn, which is the real indicators of value. Forget vanity metrics. If users don't come back, it means they didn't find enough value to stay. Your retention rate simply means that you're tracking how many users return after the first visit. If it's more than 30%, you are on the right track. If it's below 20%, there's a gap in your onboarding or product experience. The next in line is churn rate, which measures how many users leave and don't return. If it's over 15%, you need to find a friction point and fix it fast. Remember, a high churn equals silent growth killer. The fourth point is your product stickiness. Are your people actually getting hooked? Stickiness is your daily average user divided by your monthly average user ratio. It shows how often monthly users are coming back daily. And the reason why it matters is if your stickiness is 0.5 or higher, you are building habits. If it's below 0.3%, it's either you are attracting the wrong users or failing to engage them once they arrive. Think of it this way. Stickiness isn't about popularity. It's about habits, and habits drive long-term growth. The fifth point is feature adoption. Are they using what you built? You build a new feature. You invest time, you design, you engineer it. But are users actually using it? Can you track it? What's the actual percentage of users who are engaging with your core features? And what exactly are the features that are underused or overcomplicating the product? Think of it this way. You launched a dashboard widget after 2 months of developing time, but only 7% of your users open it. It's time to rethink value or create a user education. If users don't complete onboarding, they will never reach the aha moment. That moment where the product's value clicks. You need to double check what percentage of users complete your onboarding. It's very important. Where exactly do they drop off? How long does it take to get to that value trigger? If your drop-off rate is high, don't blame the user. Your onboarding process is either too long, too confusing, or not compelling enough. The next point is your NPS, which is Net Promoter Score. It's the loyalty test. Would your users recommend your product? That's what NPS asks. And the reason why it matters is that the higher NPS, the more word of mouth you get and the more free marketing you get. And the lower your NPS, the more indication of acquired dissatisfaction and your churn rating to happen. Don't just look at the score. Dive into the written feedback. That's where the real gold is. And the 8th point is your conversion rate. Are they actually taking action? Engagement is great, but if users aren't converting, whether that's signing up, buying, or booking, then something is off. And here's the scenario. High engagement, but low conversions. You may be attracting the wrong audience, or maybe missing conversion triggers. Low engagement, but high conversions. Your offer is strong, but you need to bring in more traffic. And the bottom line is that conversion rate shows you where the growth opportunity lives. And my final takeaway, in 2025, tracking user engagement isn't optional. It's foundational. And here are the metrics that matter. Once again, active users, session duration, retention and churn, stickiness, which essentially is your daily average user divided by your monthly user, feature adoption, onboarding completion, NPS or Net Promoter Score, and conversion rate. You need to track what matters. You need to fix what's broken. You need to double down on what's working. Because if you're not tracking these, you are not managing engagement. You are guessing. And if this helps you clarify how to measure user engagement, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, and let me know in the comments which of these metrics are you currently tracking and which ones do you know you need to improve. See you in the next video. Let's turn your engagement into sustainable growth.